Samitic, 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 Samitic. Hi, this is Samitic YouTube channel ተከታታዮች እንዴት ናችሁ? እኔ በጣም ደህና ነኝ እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን. Now today I will present you introduction of artificial intelligence or the first part of artificial intelligence. So before start the video, please like, share, subscribe this video and share for your friends. ሰላም የሳሚቴክ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ተከታታዮች እንዴት ናችሁ? እኔ ደህና ነኝ እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን። ዛሬ ሌላ ሶስተኛውን ቻፕተር ኢንትሮዳክሽን ቱ ኢመርጂንግ ቴክኖሎጂ የሚል ቪዲዮ ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ። ቪዲዮውን ላይክ፣ ሼር፣ ሰብስክራይብ አድርጉት፣ ኮሜንት አድርጉት። አሁን በቀጥታ ወደ ቪዲዮው እንቀጥላለን ማለት ነው። ስለምትከታተሉኝ በቅድሚያም አመሰግናለሁ። በጣም ጥሩ። ኢንትሮዳክሽን ቱ ኢመርጂንግ ቴክኖሎጂ ይላል። Under chapter 3, the main or after completing this chapter, or the students or you, the followers or the watchers, understood about what is artificial intelligence mean, describe the eras of artificial intelligence, even including the stages of the beginning or the histories of artificial intelligence up to now today's current artificial intelligence phenomena. Explain the types and approach of artificial intelligence. Describe the application of artificial intelligence in different perspectives in health, agriculture, business and education areas. List the factors that have influenced the advancement of artificial intelligence in recent years and the development of AI. And understand the relationship between the human's way of thinking and artificial intelligence systems. Identify artificial intelligence research focus areas, hot research areas, in medical area, in agricultural area, in military area, also in the main areas. Identify real-world AI applications. Some platforms and tools are included in this chapter. As introduction, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is composed of two words, artificial and intelligence. What is artificial mean and what is intelligence mean? Artificial mean, as we all of know, artificial mean man-made. Intelligence, what is intelligence and what is the real meaning defined or explains here. Artificial intelligence mean defines man-made and intelligence defines thinking power with the ability of learn and solve problems. Hence, artificial intelligence means a man-made thinking power. I think this is the main, that is the idea. Artificial intelligence AI can be defined as the branch of computer science by which we can create intelligent machines. Underline this word, computer science. Create intelligent machines which can behave like a human, think like humans, and be able to make decisions by their own self. Good. Okay, good. This is AI mean. Secondly, intelligence, as we know, is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge is known as intelligence. Knowledge is the information acquired through experience. Experience is the knowledge gained through exposure training. For example, እየሰሩት ያለው ስራ ላሳያችሁ። ትሬኒንግ እንዴት ነው ለርን አድርገው አርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንስ ማሽኑ እንዴት ነው ትሬን ሊያደርግ የሚችለው፣ ኤክስፒሪየንስ ሊወስድ የሚችለው፣ ኤክስፒሪየንሱ ደግሞ ኒውሌጅ ሊያደርግ የሚችለው፣ በዛ ኒውሌጅ ደግሞ ዲሲሽን እንዴት አድርጎ ነው የሚወስደው ካላችሁ፣ አሁን ይሄ ትሬኒንግ ይባላል። እንግዲህ ትሬን የሚያደርገው ማሽኑ እያንዳንዷን ኢሜጅ እዚህ ጋር ኢሜጅ አይታችኋል። ይሄን ኢሜጅ ትሬን አድርጎ ዲሲሽን ወስዶ ሞዴሉ ሴቭ ይደረግለታል። እያያችሁት ነው። በማሽን ለርኒንግ ኤክስቴንሽን ሴቭ ከተደረገ በኋላ ይሄ ሞዴል ምንድነው የሚደረገው? አኪዩሬሲው የእያንዳንዱ አለ በትሪ መልክ ተቀምጦለታል። ይሄ አሁን አራት አይነት ሞዴሎች ናቸው። እያንዳንዱ ሞዴል ምን ያክል አኪዩሬሲ ነው ያለው፣ ምን ያክል ሰዓት ነው የፈጀበት ትሬን ለማድረግ፣ ምን ያክል ሎዝ አለው የሚለውን የሚያሳየን ነው። ትሬን ከሆኑ በኋላ ማሽኖች ማለት ነው። ትሬን ከሆኑ በኋላ ማሽኖች ምንድነው ይወስዳሉ? ኤክስፒሪየንስ ይወስዳሉ። ኤክስፒሪየንስ ከወሰዱ በኋላ ወደ ምን ይወስዳል? ወደ ኒውሌጅ ይሄዳል። አኪዩርድ ኤክስፒሪየንስ ኒውሌጅ ይሆናል። ይሄ ኒውሌጅ አፕላይ ሲደረግ ደግሞ ኢንተሊጀንት ይሆናሉ። ነገሮችን ዲሳይድ የሚያደርጉት ቤዝድ ኦን ዘር ትሬኒንግ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ቤዝድ ኦን ዘር ኒውሌጅ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ቤዝድ ኦን ዘር ኤክስፒሪየንስ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ዜን አርቲፊሻል ኢንተሊጀንት ማሽኑ ምንድነው ማለት ነው? ከዛ ማንሜድ ቲንኪንግ ፓወሩ ሃይ የሆነ ማንሜድ ወይም አርቲፊሻል ኢንተሊጀንስ ሲስተም ኦር ሞዴል እንለዋለን ማለት ነው። ኤግዛክትሊ ጉድ አይዲያ። What is artificial intelligence? Exists is when a machine can have human-based skills such as learning, reasoning, and solving problems. Learning, reasoning, solving problems. Two ideas here. Okay? Good. The solving problem, what about? And the learning, reasoning, what about? Here. With artificial intelligence, you do not need to pre-program a machine to do some works. Despite that, you can create a machine with programmed algorithms. Pre-programmed የተደረጉ አሉ፣ custom የሚደረጉ አሉ, which can make work with our intelligence. Intelligence is composed of the first one reasoning, the second one learning, perception, linguistic intelligence, and problem solving approach የሚባሉ እነዚህ ነገሮች አሉ ማለት ነው። በጣም this is what intelligence is. Good. The next one, an AI system is composed of an agent and its environment. Agent and its environment. An agent is a human or a robot. Is anything that can perceive its environment through sensors and acts upon that environment through effectors. I think understand what agent mean. Agent is a human or a robot. Is anything that can perceive its environment. Environment እንደነ የሚያደርገው perceive ያደርገዋል ስሩ በምን በሴንሰሮቹ and acts upon that environment through its effectors. Intelligent agents must be able to set goals and achieve the at goal. እንግዲህ ጎል አላቸው አቺቭ የሚያደርጉትም አላቸው ማለት ኢንተሊጀንት ኤጀንቶች እነማን either human or robot anything that can perceive an environment በሴንሰሩ ሴንስ አድርጎ perceive የሆነ ኢንፎርሜሽን ግባት መውሰድ የሚችል ሁሉ ኤጀንት እንለዋለን። ኢንተሊጀንት ኤጀንቶች ደግሞ ምንድናቸው? ጎል አላቸው አቺቭ የሚያደርጉት ማለት ነው። በጣም ጥሩ። high profile examples of artificial intelligence includes እንግዲህ currently high profile ወይም hot area የምንላቸው autonomous vehicles, medical diagnosis, creating art such as pottery, providing mathematical theorems algorithmoችን ጀነሬት ማድረግ, prediction of judicial decisions and targeting online advertisements ከዚህ ጋር የተያያዘ image recognition in photographs, in medical imaging, in agriculture areas, in crime, and so many areas, spam filtering, in online assistants such as Siri, playing games such as chess, search engines, for example Google. These are high profile examples of AI. Good. The advent of big data driven by the arrival of the internet. As most of we know, big data ወደ ተግባር የገባው ኢንተርኔት አራይቭ ካደረገ በኋላ ነው። ስማርትፎን፣ ሶሻል ሚዲያዎች እንግዲህ የኢንፎርሜሽን መታጨቅ ወደ አንድ ሴንትራል ስቶሬጅ ወይም አድሬስ ቢግ ዳታ የሚለውን አይዲያ እንዲመጣ አድርጎታል ማለት ነው። enable artificial intelligence algorithms, particularly from machine learning and deep learning, to leverage big data and perform their tasks more optimally. እንግዲህ ቢግ ዳታ የሚባለው ኮንሰፕት የመጣ ማሽን ለርኒንግ ዘንድ ዲፕ ለርኒንግ አሁን ያለንበት አለ ከአርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንስ መፈጠሮች በኋላ አርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንሶች ደግሞ ከኢንተርኔት እንትን ካለ በኋላ ነው የዲፕ ለርኒንግ ጋር ተያይዞ ወይም ከቢግ ዳታ ጋር ተያይዞ ቢግ ዳታ ደግሞ ስማርትፎኑ ሶሻል ሚዲያዎች በጣም ከተስፋፉ በኋላ ነው ስሩ ኢንተርኔት አራይቭ ካደረገ በኋላ ነው ማለት ነው። so machine learning is an advanced form of artificial intelligence where the machine can learn as it goes rather than having every action programmed by humans. እንግዲህ artificial intelligence ማሽን ለርኒንግ የአርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንስ አድቫንስድ ፎርም ነው። ራዘር ምንድን ነው የሚያደርገው? ለርን ሳይሆን ኤቭሪ ታይም ዋንስ ለርንድ ኤንድ አክት አስ አን ኤጀንት ትሩ ኢትስ አክቲቪቲ ዚስ ኢዝ what we call machine learning mean. Machine learning is a fundamental concept of artificial intelligence research since the field inception is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatical experience ከኤክስፔሪንሱ ኢምፕሩቭ እያደረጉ አውቶማቲካሊ ነገሮችን ለርን እያደረጉ ልምድ እየወሰዱ አኪዩሬት ኤንድ ኤግዛክት ፐርፌክት የሆነ ዲሲሽን መውሰድ እርምጃዎችን መውሰድ ውሳኔዎችን መውሰድ ማሽን ለርኒንግ የምንለው ኤሪያ ነው ማለት ነው። ጉድ this is what artificial intelligence mean. This is the blue circle. Inside that there is the machine learning ዲፐር እየሆነ ነው የሚመጣው። እንግዲህ ኢነሩ ምንድን አለ? ዲፕ ለርኒንግ አለ፣ እዚህ ጋር ማሽን ለርኒንግ አለ፣ እዚህ ጋር ደግሞ መነሻችን አርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንስ አለ። but the whole thing is connected by or based on the concept of data science. ዳታ ሳይንስ የሚባል አይዲያ ግን ምን አለ? ለሁሉም የሚሰራ አለ ማለት ነው። what is data science የሚለው ራሱን የቻለ ሰፊ ስፔሻላይዜሽን የሚጠይቅ ኤሪያ ነው ማለት ነው። ጉድ ኒውራል ኔትወርክ አር ባዮሎጂካሊ ኢንስፓየርድ ኔትወርክ that exactly features from the data in a hierarchical fashion. The field of neural network with several hidden layers is called deep learning. እንግዲህ ሌየሩ እየበዛ በሄደ ቁጥር ለርኒንግ ሬቱ ነገሮችን አንደርስታንድ የማድረግ ትሬን የመሆን እንትኑ በጣም እየበዛ ይሄዳል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ነምበር ኦፍ ሰቨራል ሂድን ላየርስ ሌየሩ በበዛ ቁጥር ኢሜጁን ወይም ሞዴሉን ወይም ያን ዳታውን የሚያይበት ፐርስፔክቲቭ ዋይ ኦፍ አንደርስታንዲንጉ በጣም እየሰፋ ይሄዳል ማለት ነው። ጉድ needed for artificial intelligence to create expert system that exhibit intelligent behavior with the capability to learn, demonstrate, explain and advise its users, helping machines find solutions to complex problems like humans do and applying them as algorithms in a computer friendly manner. እንግዲህ ሂውማን ካይንድ እንለው የሚያደርጉትን ነገሮች ማሽኖች አክት እንዲያደርጉ ማድረግ ማለት ነው። ኮምፒውተር ፍሬንድሊ ማነር አክት እንዲያደርጉ ለማድረግ ነው እንግዲህ ኒዱ። ቴንክ ዩ ጉድ ጎልስ ኦፍ አርቲፊሻል ኢንተለጀንስ ሶሪ what the goal of artificial intelligence can the following are the main goals of artificial intelligence. Replicate human intelligence is the first one. The second one is solving knowledge intensive tasks. The first, the second. The third one is an intelligent connection of perception and action. Building a machine which can perform tasks that require human intelligence. እንግዲህ ማሽኖች የሁማን ኢንተለጀንት ፐርፎርም እንዲያደርጉ እንደ ሂውማን ማሽኖችን ቢልድ ማድረግም አራተኛው creating some system which can exhibit intelligent behavior, learn new things from the existing, learn new things by itself, demonstrate, explain and can advise to its users. እንግዲህ ምንድነው የሚያደርገው? create some system which can exhibit intelligent behavior ያለው ሲስተም ክሬት ማድረግ learn new things from what? From the existing by itself, demonstrate, explain and can advise to its users. Good. Next, what compromise to artificial intelligence system or AI? To create the AI first, we should know that how intelligence is composed. So intelligence is an exhibit, an intangible part of our brain, which is a combination of reasoning, learning, problem solving, perception and language understanding. This is what we call it, the combination of this is the I compromisation, or composed of this or listed things is necessary to create AI system. I think this is the main ideas in order to build or in order to create AI system should intelligent. Okay, to achieve the above factors for immersion or software, artificial intelligence requires the following disciplines. እንግዲህ አቺቭ ለማድረግ ከለያየናቸው ነገሮች ማቴማቲክስ፣ ባዮሎጂ፣ ሳይኮሎጂ፣ ሶሺዮሎጂ፣ ኒውሮ ስተዲ፣ ኮምፒውተር ሳይንስ and statistics is required disciplines to build well performed AI system or model. እንግዲህ እነዚህን ግድ ያስፈልገዋል ማለት ነው። ስታቲክስ፣ ማቴማቲክስ፣ ባዮሎጂ፣ ሶሺዮሎጂ፣ ኒውራል ስተዲ፣ ኮምፒውተር ሳይንስ፣ ሶሺዮሎጂ እነዚህ በአንድ ላይ ሆነው የተዋጣለት የአይ ሲስተም ወይም ማሽን ኦር ሶፍትዌር ክሬት ለማድረግ ያግዙናል ማለት ነው። ሶ እነዚህን ዲሲፕሊኖች መከተል ግድ ይለናል ማለት ነው። በጣም ጥሩ። what compromise ICT AI, as I told you in the previous slide, this is the major disciplines that we consider when we build a machine or AI machine or software. Good. Advantages of artificial intelligence. Following are some main advantages of artificial intelligence. High accuracy with fewer errors. Artificial intelligence machines or systems are prone to favor errors and high accuracy as it takes decisions as per experience or information. እንግዲህ ሜዲካል ኤረር የሚፈጠረውን ታውቃላችሁ፣ ምን ያክል ጉዳት ምን ያክል ዋጋ እንደሚያስከፍል። ሶ artificial intelligence also once trained accurately, after that they decide, they act, they target a given task without or wrong way, without it does or it performs, it decides or it takes acts a decision accurately. Once they trained, learn or take experience accurately, after that they are pre-trained or pre-experienced or have information about that much that. So high speed artificial intelligence system can be of very high speed and fast decision making. Because of that, AI systems can be a chess champion in the chess game. እንግዲህ እዚህ ጋር ብቻ አይደለም የሰው ልጆች ማድረግ የሚችሉት ብዙ አስበውበት፣ ብዙ ተጠብበውበት፣ ብዙ ተጨንቀውበት ነው እንግዲህ ነገሮች ዲሳይድ ማድረግ የሚችሉት ወይም ቴክ አክሽን ቴክ የሚያደርጉት። ወደ ሚሊታሪ ኤሪያ ለምሳሌ ብንሄድ ሃይ ስፒድ ዲሲሽን ቴክ ኤክስፕሬስ ያደርጋሉ። የሆነ ታርጌት ካዩ፣ ኢላማውን ካዩ ወዲያውኑ ታርጌትድ ያደረጉትን እንትን without any pre criteria they take action, because firstly they build based on these disciplines, sociologically, mathematically, biologically, neurologically, and other disciplines. Based on this discipline build ስለተደረጉ, after that they take action without any calculation, because they have pre-trained or pre-experience or have more information about that to decide the decision. They didn't take more time, so they have high speed, high accuracy or fewer errors. High reliability also. High reliability, the third point, also AI machines are highly reliable and can perform the same action multiple times with high accuracy. የሆነ ዲሲሽን ኦር የሆነ ታርጌት አክት ማድረግ ከፈለጉ፣ የሆነ ታስክ ፐርፎርም ማድረግ ከፈለጉ ወይም ካስፈለገ with higher level can take action or perform many times with the same accuracy, so they are high accuracy, high speed and high reliability ብለን የአይን መግለጽ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። advantages continue useful for risky areas. For example, artificial intelligence surgery in the medical area, very narrow surgery, part of the body surgery can take place using this machine learning idea or AI intelligently. በጣም ትንንሽ የሆኑ የሰውነት ክፍላችን ማግኒፋይ በማድረግ መቆረጥ ወይም መውጣት ያለባትን ፓርት ሴንሲቲቭ ወይም ሪስኪ የሆኑ ኤሪያዎችን በመለየት ምን ማድረግ ይችላሉ? ፐርፎርም ማድረግ ይችላሉ ማለት ነው። such as diffusion a bomb, exploring the ocean floor, where to employ a human can be risky. እንግዲህ የሰው ልጆችን እዛ ቦታ ላይ ስፔሻል ሚሊተሪ or any other danger areas, fire areas, እንግዲህ እዚያ አካባቢ ያሉ ነገሮች ለሰው ልጅ ታስኩን ከመስጠት በኤአይ ሲስተሞች ቴክስ ፕሌስ ወይም ፐርፎርም ቢደረጉ ታርጌት ቢደረጉ without much losing human life can perform with small or low loss of capital or resource, so can save human. Digital assistance is the next one. What is digital assistance mean? AI can be very useful to provide digital assistance to users, such as AI technology is currently used by various e-commerce websites to show the products as per customer requirements. እንግዲህ ዳታ ማይኒንግ የሚባል ኤሪያ አለ። ያው ከኤአይ ጋር ዳት ማች ባያያዝም ኢኮመርሱ ፓተርን ሪኮግኒሽን ይሄ በሙሉ ከዚህ ጋር የሚሄድ ነው ማለት ነው። በጣም ጥሩ። ዲጂታል አሲስታንስ I told many times what is useful a public utility። እንደ ፐብሊክ ዩቲሊቲ ምንድነው ማለት ነው? ዩዝፉል ናቸው ማለት ነው። for example, AI can be very useful for public utilities such as self-driving cars, which can make our journey safer and hassle-free. Facial recognition for security purpose in every areas, in buildings, in higher official residence areas. in natural language processing NLP የሚባል ላንጉዌጅ ጋር የሚያወራ ራሱን የቻለ ሳይንስ አለ፣ ስፔሻላይዜሽን አለ። ላንጉዌጅ ትራንስሌሽን፣ ላንጉዌጅ ሪኮግኒሽን፣ ላንጉዌጅ ፎርሙሌሽን፣ በጣም ብዙ hey and much areas are useful for the public utility as a public utility. So for example, not to die እንግሊዝኛ ማወቅ አይጠበቅብኝም። በአማርኛ ጽፌ የሆነ ቦታ ላይ ትራንስሌት እንዲያደርግልኝ እችላለሁ። አረቢክ ማወቅ አይጠበቅብኝም። በአማርኛ ጽፌ አረቢክ ላይ ትራንስሌት እንዲያደርግልኝ እችላለሁ። ስፔሻሊ የግሎባል ላንጉዌጆች it is so very easy. You can communicate either voice wise or text wise. It is easy. Even inside language, for example, deaf people can communicate using a sign. So somebody can translate somebody's what am I call feeling using signs, and can understand what he said. This is what public utility AI uses as a public utility. Good. Next one is the disadvantages of AI. Behind the advantage there is a disadvantage. So what is that disadvantage? The first one is AI systems are high cost. From starting to build the model up to implementation, it needs human knowledge, human resources, capitals, even in hardware resources, including the best or the sensitive or the difficult is including this cost, the data, where the data for training is available. This is what we call or we take as disadvantage of AI. For example, during my project, I collect from many areas for my project as a data set for training. For example, when you see this one, this is the data that I collect from different health organizations in different categories. So this is very very difficult to get this data. So AI system is very what I might say, very difficult to build that model or to train that machine or to build from initial data collection up to implementation and the testing phase. It requires high cost in capital, in human labor, in human skill, including hardware costs. So hardware and software requirement AI is very costly as it requires lots of maintenance to meet current world requirements. Can't think out of the box. አንዱ ችግር አሁን እንግዲህ ይሄን ነው። ትሬንድ ካደረጉት ለርን ካደረጉት ውጭ ምን ማድረግ አይችሉም፣ ቲንክ ማድረግ አይችሉም። እንግዲህ ነገሮች ለምሳሌ ህግ ይወጣል አይደል እንደ ከረንት ባለው ሲቹዌሽን የሆነ ህግ እንዲተረጎም ወይም እንዲተገበር በኤችፒአር ወይም ሃውስ ኦፍ ፒፕል ሪፕሬዘንታቲቭ በመንግስት ደረጃ ይወጣል። ያ ህግ እየተተረጎመ ነው። እንደ ሰው ነገሮችን እያየን ቶሎሬት አድርገን የምናልፋቸው ነገሮች ይኖራሉ ከህግ ውጭ የሆኑ። ማሽን አባቴ ይህንን ነገር ሊያይልህ አይችልም። ኦርደር በተደረገው ለርን ባደረገው ኤክስፒሪየንስ በተደረገው በራይት በተደረገው አልጎሪዝም ብቻ ነው ሊሰራልህ የሚችለው። this is the second disadvantage of AI. AI machines cannot work out of the box, as the robot will only do that work for which they are trained or programmed. እንግዲህ ትሬን ባደረጉት ለርን ባደረጉት ፕሮግራምድ በተደረገው አልጎሪዝም መሰረት ብቻ ይሰራል እንጂ out of the box didn't understood or can't think more. The third one is no feeling of emotions. This is also one disadvantage. AI machines do not have the feeling, so that they cannot make any kind of emotional attachment with humans. Once programmed, they perform based on that program. So the disadvantage of AI is also this: increased dependencies on machines. This is the fourth disadvantage of AI. Humans depend on machines. With the increment or advancement of technologies, people are getting more dependent on device. Hence, they lose their mental capability. For example, a man having a car can resist walking. For example, long walk. እንግዲህ መኪና ያለው ሰው ብዙ በእግር መጓዝ አይችልም ታውቃላችሁ። So this is dependability of that machine ያሳየናል ማለት ነው። So this is one disadvantage. The next one is no original creativity. No original creativity. AI, a machine cannot beat this power of human intelligence and it cannot be creative and imaginative. This is also the other disadvantage of AI. Good. This is the history of AI. The following are some of the milestones of history of AI, which defines the journey from AI generation to still up to date. Now, እንግዲህ ከ1943 1943 up to today there is a level or progress. እንግዲህ ነገሮች ባሉበት አይቆሙምና die to die there is a modification advancement for evolution of artificial neurons. 1950 Turing machine. 1956 birth of AI. ዳርትማውዝ ኮንፈረንስ የሚባል ኤሪያ ነበር ወይም ኤራ ነበር። First chatbot Eliza. 1972 first intelligence robot Wattbot. 1974 up to 1980 first AI winners. 1980 expert system which introduced to one ማለት ነው። 1987 up to 1993 second artificial intelligence winner የሚባል ኤራ ነበር። 1997 up to 2050 አማዞን ኢኮ ነው ከረንት እንግዲህ ጉግል እና አማዞን ክሬት የተደረጉበት ዘመን ቻት ሰርች ኢንጂኖች በጣም የተስፋፉበት ዘመን ኤራ አሁን ሂስትሪ ኦፍ ኤአይ ያሳየናል ማለት ነው። maturation of AI 1943 up to 1952. The year 1946 is the first work which is now recognized as AI was done by Wyman Colon and Walter Pitts in 1943. They proposed a model of artificial neurons የሚባል አይዲያ ፕሮፖዝ አደረጉ ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ማለት ነው እንግዲህ በ1943. In 1949 Donald Hebb demonstrated an updating rule for modifying the connection strings between neurons እንግዲህ ወደ ሂውማን ኒውሮን ኢንፎርሜሽን እንዴት እንደሚቀያየሩ የሰው ልጅ ኒውሮን እናውቃለን። So this is the history or the generation of artificial intelligence from where to where and their upgrade or advancement. Now the first adopted by American computer scientist John Charlie at the Mouth conference for the first time AI coined as an academic field ተብሎ እንግዲህ በአሜሪካ ይሄ ነገር እንዲሰጥ ተጀመረ ማለት ነው። ማን artificial intelligence ማለት ነው in 1956. Then the golden year early enthusiasm 1956 up to 1974 ምን ተከሰተ ሌላ ኢራ the year 1966 the researchers emphasized developing algorithms that can solve mathematical problems. Joseph Weizenbaum created the first chatbot. The chatbot የሚባለውን በ1966 which was named as ኤሊዛ የሚባል ቻትቦት ምን አደረገ ክሬት አደረገ ማለት ነው። ምንድነው የሚያደርገው? ሰዎች ምን ሊጠይቁ ይችላሉ፣ ምን አይነት እርዳታ ሊጠይቁ ይችላሉ ብሎ ያስብና ይሄን ከጠይቀህ ይሄን መልስ፣ ይሄን ከጠይቀህ ይሄን መልስ፣ ይሄን ከጠይቀህ ይሄን መልስ የሚል ፕሮግራም ተደርጎ ክሬት ተደርጎ ሞዴሉ ቻትቦት የሚባል ሲስተም በ1966 አፕላይ ተደረገ ማለት ነው። ፎር ኤግዛምፕል ኔም ካለ እንትን ነው የሚለው ዲፓርትመንት ቤት ለምሳሌ ምን ዲፓርትመንት ውስጥ ሊኖር ይችላል። አፕ ክሊክ ስታደርገው በተኑን እዛ በተን ውስጥ ሊኖሩ የሚችሉ ፕሮባቢሊቲዎችን ያወጣልሃል። ትመርጣለህ፣ ትቀጥላለህ፣ ትመርጣለህ፣ ትቀጥላለህ። ስለዚህ እንደዚህ አይነት ቻትቦት ሲስተሞች ሰራ ማለት ነው 1966. The year 1972 the first intelligent humanoid robot was built in Japan which was named as Wattbot 1 የሚል ስያሜ የተሰጠው ሮቦት በ1972 ያው ክሬት ተደርጓል ማለት ነው። good next one the first AI winter 1974 up to 1980 እንግዲህ አሁን በጣም እየፈጠነ ነው። በ6 ዓመት ጋፕ ማለት ነው። what the first AI winter duration AI winter refers to the time period where computer scientists dealt with a several shortage of funding from the government for AI researchers. A great understanding of AI period ልንለው እንችላለን ማለት ነው። በመንግስት ደረጃ ሪሰርቸሮች እንዲሉ ተደርጓል ማለት ነው። A boom of AI 1980 up to 1987 for 7 years. The year 1980 AI come back with expert systems were programmed that emulate the decision making ability of a human expert. Good. So now the year 1980 as I told you, the next one is the second AI winter in 1987 up to 1993 for 7 years. Again, investors and government stopped in funding of AI research due to high cost. Sorry. እንግዲህ the reason what the disadvantage of artificial intelligence, as I told you from the beginning, high cost needs high cost. Based on this reason, governments and investors stop funding for AI researches. No sufficient results were recorded at that time. The expert system such as XCON was very cost effective. This is the reason what the disadvantage of AI is. During 1987 up to 1930, there is no that much sufficient result is recorded. The emergence of intelligent agents in 93 up to 2011 for around 8 years. Then 1997, in the year 1997, IBM Deep Blue beat World Chess Championship Gray Kasparov and became the first computer to beat a world chess champion. This is another era. In the year 2002, for the first time, AI entered the home in the form of Roomba, a vacuum cleaner. ተብሎ እንግዲህ in specific application specifically ስፔሲፋይ የተደረገ ፕሮብሌሙ as a cleaner ወደ ቤት ገባ ማለት ነው። The year 2006 AI came into the business world. Until the year 2006, companies like Facebook, Twitter, Netflix also started using AI. እንግዲህ ነገሮች ሁሉ ወደ አድቫንስመንቱ እየተቀየሩ ነው ማለት ነው። እዚህ አካባቢ ሲደርሱ the beginning of 2000 deep learning, big data and artificial intelligence, general intelligence in 2011 present up to present advancement to step by step with high speed advance እየሆነ መጣ ማለት ነው። In the year 2011, in the year IBM's Watson was won Jeopardy, a quiz show where it had to solve complex questions as well as riddles. እንግዲህ with fast decision ምን ማድረግ ይችላል ብለናል። አንድ አድቫንቴጃቸው reliable, accurate and fast high accurate ናቸው ያልነው ነገር አፕላይ የሆነ መጣ ማለት ነው። In 2012, Google has launched an Android application feature, Google Now, which was able to provide information to the user as a prediction. Google Now የሚል የአንድሮይድ አፕሊኬሽን ለፕሬዲክሽን ሲስተም ምን አደረገ? the first time in 2012 ላውንች አደረገ ማለት ነው። ማን? ጉግል። አፕሊኬሽኑ ነበር የሚለው ጉግል ነው የሚለው ማለት ነው። good. In the year 2014, chatbot Egan Gastman won a competition in the famous Turing test during this time. In 2018, the project debater from IBM debates on complex topics with two masters debaters and also performs extremely well. Debater. Okay, the next one, rule-based system. Levels of artificial intelligence. The second one is stage 1, rule-based system. Stage 2, complex awareness and retention. The most common use of AI today fit in this bracket, covering everything from business software, robotic process automation, and domestic appliances to aircraft autopilots is rule-based systems. እንግዲህ once programmed, they perform their tasks based on that program. As one disadvantage of AI, as I told you before, they didn't think more out of the box ያልኳቸው ለዛ ነው። ምንም አይነት አክሲደንት ይምጣ ምንም ነገር ይምጣ ፕሮግራም ካልተደረገ አልተደረገም ነው በቃ። ስለ እሳት ምንም ነገር ካልተነገረው ትሬኒንግ ላይ እሳት ምን እንደሆነ ሊያቅላችሁ አይችልም። ሂውማን እሳትን አውቆ ዳርና አድርጎ ከህፃናቱ አንስተው ምን አይነት ዲሲሽን መውሰድ እንዳለበት ይወስዳል። አውቶ ቫሂሎች ግን እሳት ምንም ትሬኒንግ ላይ ካልተሰጣቸው ዳንጀር ማለት ምን ማለት ነው፣ ፋየር ማለት ምን ማለት ነው የሚል ትሬኒንግ ካልተሰጣቸው እሳቱን እያየ ካሜራው ቀጥታ ይገባል፣ ሴንሰሩ እያየው ቀጥታ ይገባል ማለት ነው። ሶ they didn't think out of the box የተባለው እዛ ጋር ነው። ስለዚህ ሩል ቤዝድ ሲስተም እንደዛ ነው የሚሰራው። አልጎሪዝሙ ሩል ተደርጓል። በዛ መሰረት ሶፍትዌሮቹ አውቶሜሽናቸውን ይቀጥላሉ ማለት ነው። ኢቭን አውቶኖመስ ፓይለት አውቶ ፓይለት ኤርክራፍቶች እንግዲህ በሩል ነው የሚሰሩ ማለት ነው። ኮንቴክስት አዌርነስ ኤንድ ሪቴንሽን የምንለው ግን ሁለተኛው ስቴጅ algorithms that develop information about the specific domain they are being applied in. They are trained on the knowledge and experience of the base humans, and their knowledge base can update as new situations and accuracy are raised from time to time based on their experience. ለምሳሌ ሜዲካል ኤሪያስ ዶክተሮችን በተሉ ሲኒየሪቲ የሚባል አለ። ምንድነው? based on their experience ሁለቱም ዶክተር ሆነው እንኳን በኤክስፒሪየንስ የሚበልጠው ካለ ያኛው ብዙ ነገሮችን አስተናግዶ ይሆናል በማለት ያኛው ከዛኛው ለርን እንዲያደርግ ይደረጋል። not only in medical area, for other areas, for example senior network administrator and junior network administrator are different, even having the same academic or degree status. Based on their experience they learn from their problem and develop more experience. ምክንያቱም የሰው ልጅ እንደሚማርባል ከችግር ነው የሚማረው እንደሚባለው አይነት ነገር ነው የሚሆነው ይሄኛው ማለት ነው። የደኛው ሩል ነው በቃ ተሰራለ። ለምሳሌ ሚሊታሪ ብትሄድ ወታደር አለቃ ካዘዘ ነው በቃ ወደ ኋላ ወደፊት የለም በቃ just like that. but when come back to the context awareness and attention ሰው ከችግሩ ይማራል ነው የሚባለው። በየሰዓቱ እየተማርና ስለምንሄድ ኤክስፒሪየንስ እያገኘንበት ስለምንሄድ በዛ መሰረት ይሰራል ማለት ነው። Next on domain specific expertise የምንለው going beyond the capacity of humans, these systems build upon expertise in a specific context, taking in massive volumes of information which they can use for decision making. Good. Domain specific for particular area. The next one, the fourth stage is reasoning machines. The algorithms have same ability to attribute mental states to themselves and others. They have a sense of beliefs, intentions, knowledge, and have their own logic works, just like everyone else. እንግዲህ ሰው በሁሉም በአስተሳሰብ ላይ ያንላለን አይደል? በምንም ተአምር አንድ ሰው ከአንድ ሰው ጋር እኩል ሊሆን አይችልም የምንለው በዚህ አይነት ነው። በአንድ ነገር እኩል ሆነ በሌላ ነገር እንለያያለን። just this is why this means they could reason or negotiate with humans and other machines. Sorry. A very cold weather now. Good. The next one, self-aware systems, artificial general intelligence, AGI. These systems have human-like intelligence. The most common portrayed AI in media, however, no such is in evidence today. Okay, good. Self-awareness, just as I told you, the most common AI media, however, no such is in evidence today. But just the logic is about this. The next one, the sixth stage, is artificial super intelligence, ASI. Logically, it is difficult for humans to articulate what their capabilities might be. Yeah, we would hope examples would include solving problems we have failed to solve, such as world hunger and dangerous environmental change. Is the sixth stage of the artificial super intelligence, what we call it about this. The next one is seventh one, singularity and transcendence. This is the idea that development provided by ASI or artificial super intelligence stage 6 and stage 6 leads to a massive expansion in human capabilities. Human augmentation could connect our brains to each other and to a future successor of the current internet. And it is a heavy and big change in human life or technology. when we apply this the 6 and the 7s, it is very difficult, but the idea is about this. The 7 levels of artificial intelligence maturity or levels of AI is about this. What is happening now? The first perception level. In the second level, this is the first one. In the second level, what do I need to know? Or notification. What do I need to know? Minimum እንደምፈልግ ነው እንግዲህ። The third one is what do you recommend? ምንድን ነው recommend የምታደርገው? From the model ነው እንግዲህ። And the fourth one is what should I always do? ምንድን ነው ለማድረግ ያለብኝ? እንግዲህ automation የምንለው ነገር ማለት ነው suggestion automation. And the fifth one is what can I expect to happen? Prediction ምንድን ነው ትንበያ ግምት ምን ገምተው ወይ ምን ተነበየው ምንድን ነው እንደማለት ነው። and the sixth step is what can I avoid ምንድን ነው ማስወገደው prevention የምንለው ነው ማለት ነው። this is the sixth one. and the last and the seventh one is what do I need to do right now? situational awareness የምንለው the 7 levels of maturity of artificial intelligence or levels of artificial intelligence የምንለው ነው። Thanks for today. Please like, share, comment, and give comment under the description or comment area. I will do your or I will improve your comments from the next video. This is the first part of the chapter 3. I will continue the second part of chapter 3, types of artificial intelligence, in another or continue next video. Thank you for today. Goodbye. Samitek.